So, what are some of the other things that happened in school?
Um, I wouldn't do schoolwork because like I always get distracted by the bullying and stuff like that.
Okay, so this bullying was occurring inside the classroom as well when you were trying to complete your lesson.
Hmm.
Okay,
So like I would just sit there and I would be listening what the teacher's saying, and I wouldn't really get the full understanding because like if you raise your hand, they're gonna be like, "Shut up," because why you asking questions? But I was like, it's better to help me than to help because it's not gonna help you if you're just being quiet. But
right.
I just and then on top of that, a lot of stuff happened. Like somebody got thrown off the balcony.
Really?
It was on the news.
Wow. Were they injured to a degree? What was their injury?
Just a sprained ankle, but they had to rush him to the hospital. And also at school, they used to nasty stuff. They used to like you use the restroom on the floor and stuff and throw it on the walls and everywhere and stuff.
Really?
And break. They used to break the soap dispensers. They used to take the door off the divider. They also used to take the toilet top off the toilet.
So that's a lot of stuff going on in that school for you to process, right? And so you weren't able to deal with all of that, all of those emotions in a healthy way to react to it. So here, hopefully, we can give you some ways to cope, right, with things that might happen. Of course, here it will not happen to that degree. Um, but again, we're going to try to give you some tools to help you with that. Now, what are some other emotions that you felt besides just making you feel isolated and alone?
Um, Made me feel angry.
You were angry.
I used to have like I used to have like very bad tempers with people because some people that are my friends, I became their enemy
Hmm.
because people that have done stuff to me and I didn't like it, so I put it out on them.
So you would say that your anger was misplaced,
Mm.
right? If you're taking out your aggressions on your friends. Yeah. Okay. So what do you think is a better way?
Just really, I don't know. The only thing I do, I read my Bible.
You read your Bible.
Sometimes that helps.
Okay. So have you read anything in the Bible that tells you maybe suggest a better way to deal with your anger?
Not really, but what the scripture that keeps me going is Matthew 23 and 25 is well done, my good and faithful servant.
Right, right. And anger is one of those emotions that most of us, right, we're going to feel at one point, at some time, because something is going to spark that and make us feel that way. So we have to have healthy ways um, to deal with that. And, it's okay to be angry. It's just that how you react to that anger, right? See, again, those are the things that we're going to do. We're going to help you to find coping skills that can help you control that emotion of anger whenever um, that comes up. Is there anything else that you would like to tell me about why you are actually here and what is it that you hope to get from being here?
I hope being successful coming here. I want to be successful, and the other reason why is that it's hard. Like I study, but I can't comprehend it. So I think coming here is going to help. And also my birthday is late, and also um I was held back in first grade,
Okay.
but my mom told me no because I wasn't ready because I had a racist teacher, so they
Okay.
held me back because of that.
Well,
Well,
being held back isn't always a bad thing. My sister was held back in the first grade, and many people never knew it. She just, as a matter of fact, people thought that she and her brother, my brother as well, were twins, right? Because they ended up being in the same grade. So she is successful today, which is what I wanted to go back and ask you. What does success look like for you? What does success mean to you?
First is being happy. Then the second one is being able, when I get finished with high school, I get a good job, because I already got my forklift certifications.
Okay.
Hair braiding certification.
Good.
A lot of other certifications.
And you've gotten that here? Yeah. Okay.
And I want to be able to like get my own place, own car, and start. I like
what we call independent.
Yeah.
You want to be independent, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you say happy involves so many different emotions. It could mean you feel appreciated, confident, excited, happy, peaceful, all of those things. A lot of people say that, those are the things that make them happy. I'm passionate about, I'm inspired, I feel committed to something, right? So in order for you to be successful here, it means to make a commitment, right? And you say, you study, but that you have a hard time concentrating. Do you know why you have a hard time concentrating? Tell me.
Because I have ADHD.
You have ADHD. Okay. And how is that ADHD being controlled?
Medicine, but I need like an upper dose, because my doctor, she's pregnant, so she out right now.
Okay. So you feel like you need another script for your medication for your ADHD, right? Do you know specifically which medication you're taking?
Guanfacine, I think.
Okay, it's okay. We can go back and look in your record and to see if it is there. So if success means those things to you, and then you have to study, so that's going to include your coping skills, and a part of that is going to be to keep on your medication for your ADHD. What else does success mean to you? What else do you hope to accomplish here?
To be able to say that I've done it, I've been through it a lot, not only in the past, but still, I hope I'll be successful when I get out of here.
When you leave here, you're going to have earned your what? What's that I'm trying to get you to say?
My general education diploma.
There you have it. You want to get that GED. You want to get your GED because that's going to open up so many more opportunities for you to be what you deem successful and happy. So we really need to make sure that you're able to study and stay on that track to earn your GED. Yes. And then once you earn that GED, we also want to make sure that you're able to go out and continue. So after you get your GED and you leave here, what does that world look like for you?
Really?
Really?
I'm gonna still be with my family for a little bit, but I think.
And you say family? Who is that? Who are you gonna be with when you leave here? What family?
My dad.
Your dad. Okay.
And my brother and sister.
Your brother and your sister. And how old is your brother and how old is your sister?
My brother is 12 and my sister is 11. He just turned 11.
Okay. Oh, good. So it'll be all of you in the home. And then what do you hope again to accomplish when you leave here?
I just don't want to be on the streets. That's one thing I'm scared of.
You don't want to be on the streets. Why is that a fear?
Because I want to have a good job, making good money, not wanting needs. Because I want
to have all of your needs met.
Yeah.
You want to be able to earn a decent living so you can meet all of your needs. What makes you think you may end up on the streets? Where did that come from? That feeling that...
if I don't pass the program and get my GD.
Okay, but if you don't pass, you're going to go back home and live with your dad. So what makes you think you're going to be on the street?
Well, I can't live with him for the rest of my life. I'm gonna have to move on. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so you just want to be able to get your own, not that you're afraid that you won't be able